The headlines: Caribbean reports record year in tourism. Man on $1 million cocaine charge is remanded. And it's a tight race in local Premier League football. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, February the 16th, 2016.
Private and public sector leaders, Barbados' best employers, BBE, is back. Organizations, large or small, private or public sector, enter BBE 2016 now. Benefit from an independent staff survey and much more. All interested in improving staff engagement and productivity, here is the catalyst to get you moving. Our theme, maximizing productivity, building a better Barbados. To enter, visit our website or call us at Caribbean Catalyst.
It was not only Barbados that had a banner tourism year in 2015. Caribbean tourism as a whole recorded its best year ever and the 6th year of growth on the trot. It was also the 2nd year in a row the Caribbean outperformed every major tourism region in the world, according to Secretary General of the Barbados-based Caribbean Tourism Organization, Hugh Riley.
Tourism grew by an estimated 7% to 28.7 million visits, much higher than the projected 4 to 5%. This performance was above the global rate of growth, which the UN agency, the World Tourism Organization, quotes at 4.4%. In that period, visitors spent over $1 billion more than they did in 2014, contributing approximately $30 billion to Caribbean economies. That's 4.2% higher than the $28.8 billion spent during the previous year. So 2015 was the 2nd year in a row that the region has done better than the rest of the world, and the 6th consecutive year of growth for the Caribbean.
Mr. Riley told a news conference that there was greater demand from major source markets, increased air capacity, and persistent marketing. The St. Michael man charged with trafficking more than $1 million in cocaine was remanded when he appeared in the District A Magistrates Court earlier. Calvin Ricardo Callender of Wilde Terrace was arrested after the drug was discovered during a police search of his residence on Sunday. A police dog led officers onto the cellar of the house where the cocaine was hidden. Some marijuana was also discovered in his car. Mr. Callender was remanded to Dodds until March the 15th by Magistrate Douglas Frederick. A government senator has said that literary arts is not being sidelined, although government has placed emphasis on so-called STEM education, STEM meaning science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Acting Minister of Education Harry Husband said exposure to the literary arts, such as creative writing and drama, makes for more rounded students.
The emphasis that this competition places on drama and essay writing, I think, is very important and very timely. We cannot educate our children solely, as important as they are. We cannot educate them solely with the emphasis on the sciences, the natural sciences. We know that exposure to essay writing, exposure to drama, helps to build confidence, helps our students to be more articulate. And these are also activities and skills that are very necessary in the world going forward.
Senator Husbands was speaking at Monday's launch of the school's engagement essay and drama competition on the theme Barbados, the Journey to 50. The HIV/AIDS Food Bank's public SOS for donations has been answered by 2 organizations. The Public Workers Credit Union has handed over a check for $1,000 and the Community Development Department has donated food items. Manager of the food bank, Stacia Whitaker, had been making appeals for assistance as reserves of the bank ran low. Now imagine rubbing your hands or your lips in seaweed. No, not the smelly mess that invaded our beaches last year, but seaweed extract that has been turned into lavender lotion and lipstick balm. UE chemistry student Stephanie Husbands extracted sodium alginate from the seaweed and developed the skincare products during her final year at Cave Hill.
I would honestly like to see people appreciating the sargassum more. So this is a way they could appreciate it. We're using the sodium alginate, talking about the sodium alginate extracted from the sargassum, and letting them see these products. And these lotions are unique to the other lotions, which are very basic. They're plain, they're pale. There's nothing exciting about them. So, as my colleague Mikhail called it, he called it chocolate, and he was calling this cherry. So, who wouldn't want chocolate on their body and cherry?
University lecturer Srinivasa Popuri said he was very pleased with the work done by Ms. Husbands and her colleagues, Kimar Codrington and Mikhail Eversley. He said Seaweed was very versatile and has more than 100 applications. And careful scientists will continue research on sargassum. Up next is Leanne Tasha with this week's commentary about the police force.
Congratulations to the Royal Barbados Police Force on successfully carrying out last weekend's drug bust, which netted more than $1 million in cocaine from a St. Michael residence. This is especially pleasing because, like many other areas of government, the police force has also had to make budget cuts. Still, they continue to perform at a very high standard despite personnel and equipment shortages. Barbados' only murder for the year took place on February 4, and 5 days later, 2 people were charged. Almost $75,000 in items were purchased using a credit card that raised suspicion. Just over a week later, 4 people appeared in court charged with the offense. But we also have a role to play in crime prevention. If you see any suspicious activity, call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477 to help protect our communities.
In sport, football, the BDF sports program have moved to within 1 point of Premier League leaders UWI Blackbirds with a 2-0 victory over Rendezvous. Romario Harewood scored the opening goal in the 33rd minute of Sunday's match, drilling a right foot shot into the far corner. The second goal came from an overhit free kick by Ricardo Morris that dipped and dropped into the back of the net along with keeper Andre Small. In other matches, UWI beat Britainsill 4-0 and Wales won 4-2 over Empire. UWI have 15 points with the BDF sports program and Weymouth Wales on 14 each. And finally, the Seattle Aquarium cancelled its Valentine's Day tradition of public mating of octopuses this year due to cannibalism fears stemming from the size of the male. Now watch it. The aquarium said its annual event, which features 2 octopuses mating for the enjoyment of the public, was called off because officials feared the male octopus, Kong, would merely eat any female he encountered. Officials said Kong weighs in at 70 pounds, making experts concerned that he would eat any of the available female octopuses, which weighed only 30 to 40 pounds, rather than attempt to mate. The decision may have temporarily extended Kong's life, as octopuses mate only once per lifetime and die shortly after the event. And that's Nation News for Tuesday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Midweek Nation on Wednesday or subscribe to our e-paper.